Hey you guys, here are some signs that your third eye could be opening even more, especially in this month, July. July is a third chakra theme. I kind of put it that way because of the moons that is coming up and also the time frame that we're in, right? There's a lot of changes that's about to happen, and a lot of you, your lives might look different. You might start to feel different, and you possibly don't know exactly what's going on. Energetically, as a light spectrum, we are expanding. So that means more information, more opportunities to experience more of yourself, more light, just a lot more expansion when it comes to your awareness, when it comes to what it is that you want, what it is that you came here to do in your life. And if you need a little bit of assistance when it comes to your third eye chakra, I hope this video can bring you some insights. Okay, so one of the spiritual signs, I'm putting 5 spiritual signs. Pardon me for my handwriting. I wanted to start to practice again because I used to practice this all the time and then I put it down. I wanted to start practicing with my left hand. So that's why it looks like that. And I have been a nurse for 13 years, so I probably have the doctor syndrome as well, where I just like write all over the place. But we'll go through it, okay? So before we even get into this, as you know, you guys are light spectrum. If you don't know, that's, you know, a part of some information that you could find online if you're studying chakras and how it's affecting you as a physical being here in this world. Like, how do I tie in this information about chakras and energy healing and quantum physics into reality, right? That's a big thing for me that I wanted to make sure that I was able to do for myself. So if you know that you're on the light spectrum, you have all the colors within you, right? The rainbow, so to speak. And in anything, let's say for the third eye specifically, we're dealing with being on a spectrum, right? And it could be with anything. Either like temperature is a spectrum. It could be either cold or it could either be, can you see this? It could be either cold or it could be hot, right? So you're either on the low end of the spectrum, I'll put L, or the high end of the spectrum, I'll put H. And here I'll put midpoint. The name of the channel? No, let me stop. Right? So I'll put midpoint here, right? So let's say if you know that if we're dealing with temperature, cold could be on the low end and hot could be on the high end, but it's still the spectrum of temperature, right? As for you, you could be vibrating at a certain frequency. Let's say dealing with chakras and the emotions tied to that. You could be in lack, scarcity here on the low end, or you could be in gratitude, in awareness and actualization here on the high end. And not even, I would say that's more in the midpoint. Here would be like egoism, right? Going too much on the high end spectrum of feeling like you're better than everybody. I would say the middle point is more about gratitude, about self-actualization, being able to see above the entire thing, right? The entire scope when it comes to awareness. So with that being said, when we're talking about the third eye, right? The first spiritual sign you'll see, let's say if you have increased intuition, right? That will be one of the first signs to know if your third eye is being activated or the energy there is starting to be a lot more. So it's not necessarily you have a closed or open pineal gland. It's just the amount of energy that is flowing there or not. Either low energy, not enough, insufficient energy, or too much energy. Increased intuition, which will be number one of the signs. What happened? Right? That would be more on the high end spectrum, right? This is when you're worried. This is when you don't trust people. This is when you starting to learn a lot more about what's going on. You might start to get certain inklings about certain things. And again, it depends on where you are on the spectrum. You could be in the middle, you could be in the low end, you could be in the high end, closer to the high end, you could be closer to the lower, you could be closer to the high, right? It all depends on you. So that's why sometimes some people might say, oh, you need to be balanced. Balance is different for everyone. Your balance could be here, somebody else's balance could be here, right? You hear a lot about this in relationships. 50-50 could be different for everyone. Your 50-50 might not look exactly like 50-50, halfway, or 100-100. It might not look the same. You might be here, somebody else might be here, right? So it's very important to know exactly how you're vibrating in this frequency and what you are creating in your reality. Increased intuition. It depends on where you're on the spectrum again, but increased intuition, you'll start to like become more intuitive about a lot of things that are happening in your life and other people's lives. You start getting certain type of inklings. You start to possibly see certain things in your dreams, and I believe I have that's next, right? You start to just automatically know certain things without even having any proof, right? And then this could also lead into claircognizance. That would be more going towards higher awareness as well, right? It may seem like you're going towards the high, but really you're just going up. You think about the spiral going up instead of like repeating a cycle or going from hot to cold, going from low to high. The more you can have a bigger picture, the higher you are, like Phoenix rising, of being able to see the bigger picture. You're no longer operating on a low end or a high end. You could see the entire thing, right? So your intuition will start to get increased during this time. You might again develop claircognizance, where you just have proof in your mind. You don't have physical proof. You can't really tell somebody, hey, this person is doing spell work on me, or this person is trying to manipulate me, or anything like that, because people try to be subtle with it. But and you have the clues. You have some certain type of high increased intuition about you because of the way you were eating, what you've been practicing, you've been meditating, whatever it is, right? So this could be happening to you right now. I also want to say, like, some movies that you guys can watch just to see certain things, because your third eye, right, definitely show you the truth when you start to tap in. The Matrix is always going to be one that I always suggest. When you start to see things, there was another movie with Jim Carrey. What's the name of it again? Let me see if I can look it up real quick. The Truman Show, and They Live. If you guys haven't, go check out those 3 movies. I'm sure some of you have. If you haven't, go ahead and check it out. They show you beyond the illusion, right? You start to become a lot more intuitive about how you need to be living your life, right? Number 2, you'll have vivid, lucid dreams or vivid dreams. Don't mind my writing. I'm practicing with my left hand. Okay. Vivid or lucid dreaming. So now in your dreams, your intuition will start to reveal certain things to you about the steps that you need to take. So this is something that you can use with your own energy, where you're like, you know what, before you go to bed, let me pray for clarity on this. Let me ask for a door to open onto this. Show me how I can do this. Release this. What do I need to know about this person? Who's working against me? Whatever it is, right? You ask yourself before you go to sleep, into that REM sleep, where your intuition could come up and answer your questions. And this is where you might get some vivid lucid dreaming that is literally just a guide for you to follow. And this is kind of dangerous sometimes also. It's empowering and it's dangerous. Why? Because I think they tell you, anybody who wants to, that's why they used to say, be careful opening up your third eye, right? And now we're beyond that. We're in 8th, 9th, 10th dimension of knowledge, of sharing and expressing that. And soon I'll be able to bring some of that as well. But when you're vivid dreaming, sometimes you want to be careful, because there are some people, some low vibrational frequency energies, source spectrums of light, right, that doesn't want you to move forward on your mission here in life. And maybe it could also be illusions of your own self that you've taken, you've consumed as truth, that you want to release, right? The darkness, so to speak. But the darkness is also a part of you. You want to learn how to appreciate and integrate the darkness, because Lucifer is nothing but the light bearer. It shines the light in the darkness so you can see all of the ghosts and all the things hidden underneath the bed in the closet. So you can see it's only a part of you that you need to release. It's nobody else. So I'm very big on empowering people, empowering myself, because fear is false. And other people will play on that fear. It's like you treat somebody like a celebrity, they're going to treat you like a fan. It's the same kind of concept. If you're afraid of something, that's going to bring up more fear into you, right? People, place, or things. So you want to release yourself. Why would you be fearful? Ask yourself, why would you be fearful of these things? When your dreams show up, let's say you're afraid of snakes. I used to have dream snakes all the time, but then I realized the snakes weren't trying to attack me or hurt me. It was me being scared, and they kept on coming towards me, making me even more scared. But when you stop and you pause and you ask the snake, hey, reveal yourself. What is your message? Then it transforms, right? I've learned a lot about that from a lot of occultic knowledge from Bobby Hemmett. Even Young Pharaoh, I learned a few things from him. Dr. Deborah Blair, Dr. Africa. There's a lot of knowledge out there for you so that you can release the fear, release the darkness, because they're all just aspects of you that you're being called to transcend, So when you get vivid dream and lucid dreams, these could be signs that your third eye is starting to develop. A lot more of that Kundalini energy is rising there for you to see what's going on in your reality, so you can make different choices, so you can be aware of what other people are doing, of what you need to be doing, of how to stay in alignment with your divine legacy or divine path. Okay. Number 3, I think I didn't get a chance to mention, like, it could be dangerous because other people could try to do like, and you hear about this all the time, and if you don't, this is not to bring fear. Again, this is to bring knowledge, to bring light, okay, to bring awareness, so that you can embody and protect yourself and use sound, use your voice to clear energies and to protect yourself, because that is your power. You are a vibrational frequency. Sound creates, light creates, awareness from darkness creates, and the integration of that, you become empowered. Feminine and masculine energy within yourself. People might use your, come into your dreams and try to show up as someone else to manipulate you, try to lie to you, whatever. And you just want to protect yourself spiritually. I didn't know any of these things, and I had to learn it the hard way, but I'm grateful because it pushed me into my life path 33 soul mission even more, of just sharing knowledge, expressing my truth, expressing my experiences, because other people need it as well. You are, and you can protect yourself at all costs by the power of your voice and by releasing fear. Nothing has control over you because there's nothing outside of you, and never let anybody tell you different. Okay. So number 3, you have sensitivity to light and sound, right? I remember this could be happening to you. You might have a really bad migraine. I said big, a really bad migraine. I remember when a long time ago, my mother was taking me to go get my eyes checked, and I had the worst headaches, y'all. Like, I had such migraines. Like, whenever I felt it coming, I used to run to my bed, close the shade, put the pillow over my head, turned off everything, because it was creeping up, and I knew it was gonna be bad. It was horrible, bad. Like I couldn't hear the honking outside. I couldn't hear a phone ringing. It sounded like it was like times 1,000. The sound was crazy. I used to cry myself to sleep so I don't feel this eye pain. It was horrible. I think it lasted for like 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I used to wear glasses and everything, and y'all, it was horrible. Okay. And one of the things that at the time I was taking in a lot of occult information. So one of the things that helped me was sun gazing. So I would sun gaze in the morning when the sun is first rising, not when it's like bright shining, okay? And when it's also setting. It only lasts for like about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but that's when you want to catch it best, when it's still red, orange. It won't hurt your retina. This is just based on my own experience. You could do your own experience and also do your own due diligence, do your own research, right? And also listen to your higher self. Don't just listen to information that you just read or hear. Do it for yourself, because everybody's different as well, okay? So you might be sensitive to light, sensitive to sound. That's when I knew that my third eye, I didn't think about it then, but later on I was like, oh, that's when my third eye first started to really like open up. And not too far after that, that's when The Secret movie came out. And The Secret movie, forget it. Like, that's a whole nother experience. I felt like a light bulb was literally switched on top of my scalp. Okay, it felt hot, like a light bulb just lit up. It was crazy. But you start to, like, I'm telling you, because you're energetical, the light spectrum being, so you are going to be able to sense all these things. We have all these senses, clairvoyance, claircognizance, to taste, to smell. All your senses will share with you exactly what's going on with you. There's something I want to say with that. It can be very painful. It can be very painful. That's why even third eye openings, they try to tell you to be careful with it, because also what happens is you start to see some truth, right? Which is number 4. Inner knowing, which is that claircognizant I was telling you about. There's certain things that you just know, and it's because it's been downloads, it's been from past lives, it's been awakenings and awareness that was already within you, in your DNA, that is now being activated, right? So that you can have the information that you need. That's why a lot of people are starting to get noise, hearing, that's high-pitched sound either in the left or right side of the body. And all of that, all of these things are just downloads. So whenever you hear that 1444 just came up, just remember to say something like, I will receive this download in time of need, in divine time of need. I'll know exactly what to do, right? All these sensitivities are occurring to you, and these aren't things that you're going to learn in school. Why? Because these are things that can empower you to become a generator, an observer, and destroyer, a sovereign being in your reality. And they don't want that if they're going to make some money off of you, okay? So you want to be able to utilize these things for your betterment. This is your experience here on this school of earth, right? So make sure that you are actually driving the car, or at least sources co-driving with you, right? Your spirit, higher self is co-driving. So you'll get this inner knowing. You'll just have certain knowing about certain things. There's something else I was going to say. Yeah, you probably just have certain knowing about certain things, about certain people in your life, about certain experiences. Like maybe you're feeling like, you know what, I think I should just do this instead of not do that. I should quit this job and then do this instead. It just feels like, you know, I should go live here instead of staying here any longer. Follow those intuitions. Those are insights from your higher self that is guiding you. And it's kind of challenging if your energetical chakras and frequencies, like your third eye, has been shut down for so long. It's kind of like now you can't trust yourself. The whole point of the chakra system that is connected to our endocrine system and our emotions, which is like literally our blueprint, our energetical blueprint that only we can feel and sense and know, is to guide you. It's to guide you through life. It's for you to develop it and to trust it. A lot of the things that cause us to not move forward or make certain choices and decisions, especially now, is because of lack of trust. We've been trusting other people to guide us for so long that you haven't been able to hear your own self guide you, you know. And that's the whole purpose of clearing any blockages, any energy, any darkness, any illusions, from each of your chakra centers, so that you can raise that awareness, that light, that frequency, right? Going from the Lucifer, the lower self, to the higher self, to really see the truth and then just skyrocket up out of here, okay? The last one is frequent deja vu. Why do I do 5? Okay. Frequent deja vu or synchronicities. These are the 1111s, 1, 2, 3, 4s. You see a bird, then you see a caterpillar, then you see a butterfly, you know, all the color yellow, right? These are, man, I keep seeing yellow roses, yellow cars, yellow shirts, yellow on the TV screen, yellow in my phone, you know. These are all the numerologies, like I said, just synchronicities. You think of something and now the video shows up. You think of something and someone mentions it to you. You think of someone and they call you, or, you know, anything like that. You're heightening synchronicities. You're heightening awareness right now. You having a lot of frequent deja vu. I've been here before. I've done this before. And I get that a lot. And even more so now, because there's a lot of changes that are happening in your life. Like you'll feel the wind. The wind reminded me of 1998 on the block when I was on East 18 and we had like a block party and I was with my best friend at the time and we were playing with the fire hydrant. Like it'll be that specific, right? Or you remember another time when you were a leader, you were a teacher, you were a mother, you were a caregiver or something, and you've never done that in your life, in this experience, in this reality. So just pay attention to a lot of those that are happening for you right now in 2025. It's only going to get even more heightened, and you want to do some practices that really helps you to ground your energy so you're not all over the place, okay? I truly hope that, what is that? A fuzzy wuzzy? I don't know, it's just like dust flying. That's interesting. Oh, okay. It went behind the thing. It's probably just dust. It's so interesting. I'm gonna look that up. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, so these are just 5 quick signs that, you know, could be affecting you right now. If you are either working or raising your frequency, or just subtle changes that are happening in your DNA in your body right now, because closer we get to the age of Aquarius, the more changes that's going to happen. Apparently there's been a lot of civil wars or wars happening every time, what is it, Uranus is in this sign, and apparently it just is about to come in this month in July. So a lot of things are going to happen with the United States, or wars, I don't know. And you want to work on your energy, because everything is just triggering your emotions. This is an energy game, and anything that can trigger your emotions have control over you, okay? And you want to have control over yourself. So like this video, comment down below, let me know what you got from it, let me know some things that you're doing for it. I'm gonna post another video of some ways that you can help balance your energy center with your third eye specifically, so that you can clear out or bring in or decrease if there's too much energy in that center in your third eye, or bring in more energy in that center to help balance you out. Okay, also in the description box below, make sure you grab yourself that Lucy ebook and stop playing. Okay, it's how to raise your frequency. It's a really dope ebook. I enjoyed creating it and it helped me a lot. I also have a free 6-minute heart healing opening chakra available for you in the description box below. Join the newsletter so I could be able to stay in contact with you, because things will be changing in a year or so, if not less, and I want to stay in contact with you guys. All right, again, share this with a friend. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Shay doo doo.